Two men from Cornwall are tonight celebrating after they became the first people for 65 years to swim to Lundy Island. Gary Redman and Steve McClure had set off from Hartland early this morning. The distance to Lundy is around 12 miles, but the pair had to swim in an arc, so actually swam 18 miles. Now, the last time the swim was completed was in 1952 by Egyptian Army Captain Hassan Abdul Rahim and Cyril Webber from Barnstaple. Unfortunately, Cyril had to withdraw due to sickness, but Captain Rahim was able to complete the distance and as a prize was offered £250 or 4 bullocks. I think he took the money. Well, today Gary and Steve completed the swim in 8 hours 26 minutes and Lucy Fisher was there for every stroke.
A 4:15 start at Clovelly Harbour may have been dark still, but there was no dampening the spirit of these boys from Bude, determined to make swimming history. How are you feeling? Boys?
A little bit more apprehensive now I'm on the boat.
No, I'm all good. I'm happy. I'm actually happy that I'm up in time.
Round at Hartland Point, as dawn broke over the lighthouse, they left the safety of the mainland to head into the treacherous stretch of water that seen off all other attempts to swim to Lundy, bar one, 65 years ago in 1952.
The reason this is such a difficult swim is because you've got all the water from the Bristol Channel pushing its way down here towards the sea, and that creates a swell of current which threatens to push the swimmers on and past Lundy, and on top of that, it's the shipping lane.
Further in, and choppy waves and a force 5 head-on wind made the going even harder. But it was at the end of the 18-mile, 8-hour swim some crucial navigation saw them beat the currents and seize the 15-minute window of tide needed to make it onto the shore.
You've just done it. You did it. How do you feel?
Fantastic. Glad to get out, but fantastic. It was brilliant.
Yeah, I mean, euphoric. I'm all kind of emotional, exhausted, kind of, unbelievable.
Fantastic. They've done absolutely fantastic. That was tough conditions over there. It was really, really quite lumpy halfway across. So they've done really, really, really well to get here.
Here we go for it. Well done, boysy. Oh, God.
So, Gary Redman and Steve McClure, the second ever people to make this swim. An historic moment and no doubt some serious celebrations this evening. Lucy Fisher, BBC Spotlight, the Bristol Channel.
But not quite yet, because we're delighted to say that one of the swimmers, Steve McClure, joins us for this evening from Widmer. Thank you so much. A 4:15 start. You look marvellous. How are you feeling?
Victoria, good evening. Good evening, Justin. I am exhausted, along with Gary, who's standing beside me, and the crowdfunders that we're raising money for. We've got Corrie Alway, and we've got the Bude Rugby Club chairman here, and we've also got Ben Bennett, who's in the blue just there, and they very kindly come along. Gary is standing there in the white dry robe T-shirt, and he's a bit shy, doesn't want to talk, so they've left that to me. I'm known as Chatty Steve.
Well, congratulations to both of you. We saw the pictures, we saw how hard it was, but tell us what it was like. What were conditions like?
We went round from Clovelly in a boat, as you might well have heard, and it was fairly choppy on the boat ride, but we kind of, our skipper, who is Tim Hudson, a guy from Instow. I mean, we'll talk about him in a minute, but he said, don't be alarmed, this is normal. But when we jumped off the boat just off Hartland Point, we then swam towards the lighthouse, and we kind of said, look, the first bit of the swim will be choppy because we got the Hartland race, which is a massive current right there. So I said to Gary, look, the first 20 minutes is going to be like being in a river, but we soon learned that the whole swim was basically choppy, and we would never have gone out in those conditions under normal circumstances, basically.
Steve, and you succeeded, and raising money for an incredibly important cause. How much have you raised so far for the two little boys that you're doing it for?
We're doing it, for the Tulip Boys and also for the Nippers of the Bude Rugby Club, which is a totally voluntary run organisation. I think they've got 200 plus members. We've currently raised £2,360, and we'd love to raise more. I mean, I literally say if anyone was able to donate even 50 pence, I would personally come round and shake your hand. We would love to raise more. So if anyone does want to, and I'm going to do a little naughty plug, you can go onto any search engine and just Google or any other search engine, and if you type in the Lundy Swim donate, or just type in the Lundy Swim crowdfunding, you will take you to our Just Giving page, and it would just be brilliant. If you could donate 50 pence, that'd be very kind.
Steve,
and I won't plug any more, but that is very, very,
loud
very
and
kind.
clear. Steve, Gary and the team, thanks so
Well
much
done.
and well done.